Ooh. What it do? Back again, coming through. Who that is? That ain't nobody but Sue. About to do this makeup for you. Okay. Yes. Ain't got not one thing in front of me, so I'm just winging everything. I'm just gonna be pulling stuff out of the drawers, off of the shelf, whatever goes on, whatever we come up with, I'm thinking a silver look. I don't know, I just feel silver, you know, like a little soft, pretty date night type of look. That's the vibe we're going for. Let me turn this down. Listening to my favorite DJ, my favorite TikTok DJ at the moment. Jazzy vibes, you don't know. Legendary, yeah. I can't do this without music, and it has been a minute. First of all, the skin is dry, so let's moisturize. And you know, we're going in with the moisturizers. I'm still using, I purposely just have these for my makeup, like when I'm doing my makeup, my skincare. This is the Sake collection from here in Japan, honey. I'm sure you guys already know. So first we need to go in with the lighter lotion, which is just a liquid. Yes, girl, it has been a minute, right? And I told you guys that every now and then I will incorporate the makeup into the channel because that's how we started. So every now and then we're gonna do a little makeup. The lace is laid, girl. Please don't put this in your hair. And because it is the summertime, we're doing a little low ponytail. I'm not ready to do it yet. Or a low bun, just something off of the neck. We're showing face, we're showing décolleté, we're showing neck. We're showing the face, like we're not hiding. Next, I'm gonna go in with the other lotion, which is a little bit more on the jelly side. It's a little thicker than the other one, a lot glossier, hence the name. This one is called the Gloss. Now, to be honest with you, I can stop right here with the gloss because the gloss is super moisturizing actually. I'm gonna skip this because it is hot. We just want to be moisturized, and this is also very, very sticky. And last but not least, we're gonna go in with the emulsion. Anyways, we're gonna go in with the lotion now. One pump of that. Ooh, tuning up. I wish y'all could hear this. Help me when I fall. My boy is playing some tunes. A whole vibe. And when we're ready for the face, we're gonna go in with the primer and all of that. So while that is soaking up, we're gonna do our brows and our eyes. Always start off with the eyes first. That is me. It's gonna be a storm around here. When I tell you it has been a hot minute since I have sat here and done a makeup tutorial. It's been a hot minute. We're gonna do the brows. Now for my brows, I've been using the ABH brow pencil, and sometimes I would go in with the brow pomade, but today we're just gonna do the pencil. I'm done with molding. I'm done. Like, it's just an extra unnecessary step. I gotta wipe out some of the moisturizer or else nothing is going to happen. You have to go back in and wipe out the moisturizer from your brows. So yeah, I'm just gonna go in with this, and this is the brow definer in Ebony. I also used to have the fine one, but it's finished, boo-boo, and I ain't buying nothing right now. Yeah, we're gonna fill in the brows very, very lightly, and I'm over molding. I'm just over it. Like, I feel like it served its purpose. It was fun while it lasted, but we are done. We're just filling in our brows and we're moving on. We ain't doing all that extra stuff, honey. We're keeping it soft and pretty. Still gonna be a very full beat. It's still gonna be a very full beat. Don't fool yourself, okay? When it comes to over here, we do full glam. Yes, ma'am. Our love is much too young to burn. Love me. Now, the eye look is gonna be super, super, super easy. So pay attention. Don't blink. You might miss something. I'm just saying. So first, I'm gonna go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills concealer, and we're gonna use this to clean up the brows and to create a base. So I'm just gonna lay it on and pick up whatever is going on here, and we're gonna clean up the brow. We're gonna clean up under that brow, really sharpen that up, and create a nice even canvas for our eyeshadow. And I can't get you out of my head. How in the world would I begin if I never hear I love you now? I never do you myself. So we're gonna set the brow bone area and the center of the eye, just in that transition area, so everything blends out really smoothly. And I'm gonna be using Kunafa by Huda Beauty. You just wanna get like a fluffy brush. You know, so I clean the brush them feel. Me clean the brush them feel last night, so I was coming no say yeah. Now so I have to do my little makeup tutorial. And we're just gonna tap in the powder, tap it back in the cap, and we're going to tap it on the brow bone. as well as in the very middle of the eye. I had to go and change this contact because she was bothering me, so I just threw it away and put on a new one because baby. So yeah, I'm gonna go in with my bronzer, and this is the Tan bronzer by Juvia's Place, and we're going to start to build in this crease. We're going to keep it really soft and pretty, so I feel like this is probably the only shade that I'm going to use in here. So let's go in and build that up, create our nice outer V and all of that good stuff, and make it nice and diffused and all of that good stuff. I lied, it's okay. I'm gonna go in with the dark. I just want to deepen it up just a little bit. I'm gonna use the same brush. I'm gonna go into this very pretty reddish brown. If you have these in eyeshadow, you can totally do that, okay? And I do have these in eyeshadow, but honey, I'm just using what's around here, okay? And we're gonna deepen up that outer area just in the V. Just deepen it up a little bit more. You are the one. I loved you, but I lied. Pull up. Now make it gonna fear the judges. So now that I have that, I'm gonna go back in with that transition shade, just the brush. I'm not gonna do I'm not gonna dip back into the powder because there's still powder in there. So we're just gonna diffuse that edge, just soften it up, blend it out, and we're good to go. I said I was gonna do silver, so let's do silver. I'm gonna be using this palette by Juvia's Place. This is their quad eyeshadow, the Rebel. This is the grays, Rebel grays, honey. So there's two silvers in here. There's a blue tone, and there is a silver tone. I'm feeling the blue, this one right here, a little deeper type of thing. And we're gonna spray this down because we don't want a lot of fallout. I'm going to be using my Watermelon Glow Mist. If you know this, you have to shake it up. Spritz it down, wet it down. This is going to give it a really nice metallic sheen, and that's what we want. That was literally one dip. I feel it. It's going to be pretty. I love how this looks. It's just soft and pretty. It's not doing too much, but I feel like I want to go in with this gray right here and just kind of deepen up out here a little bit. How y'all think? Well, you're doing it already. Grays can be very tricky sometimes, but don't be scared because if done correctly, they are beautiful. Just a tad. We're gonna go back in with that brown brush, the brush with the brown in it, and we're just gonna blend over that, just kind of mush everything together. Sometimes you lie, and sometimes pull up. Y'all, Miss DJ, go on with things and all. Shoo do. Yeah. My love now. All you gotta do is shoo back in love sometimes. I'm just setting up my lashes, okay? Don't pay me no mind. I'm putting the glue on the lash and let it get nice and tacky. And I'm also gonna do like a really thin line of glue on my eye at the same time. So when they kiss each other, they're locked, okay? They're lip locked. Because we are in the hot season, I'm gonna be using the One Size Secure the Sweat. I'm gonna focus this in the T-zone of the face. Everywhere that I tend to get really, really greasy, that's where we're gonna put this. And well, because we never leave home without it, we're gonna go in with the MAC paint pot. This is going to color correct and defeat creasing at the same time. Y'all know the drill. Just push this right into the smile line. If you want, you can put this on anywhere that you have any blemishes. Because it is orange, it is going to color correct, and it's going to have a lot of staying power compared to any concealer that you might put on. You might want to try this. And this one is bric-a-brac. No, this is Belly Epic, sorry. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of Kunafa and a little powder puff. And we're going to just set around the mouth. These, not so much. But this we want to set in place. Remember, this is an eyeshadow base, so it is made to set and it's made to defeat creasing. So it's perfect for around the mouth. So for my foundation, this is a concoction of several foundations. I have Fenty, I have Too Faced, and I have the Charlotte Tilbury, and I have a little bit of Huda, and they're all just mixed up in there, and I just like it. Okay, mix it up, whoop-de whoop, shibbity boop boop boop, like why not? And I just have it in a little squeeze bottle. So I'm gonna go in with my foundation first. Normally I would have done my concealer, But this time around, I am going to go in with the foundation and handle that first. Where Ebony brush them dead? No science. Yes. So I'm gonna start with the forehead. Try to avoid the lace. Now we're gonna go in with our concealer. I'm gonna be using two, but the first concealer is Butterscotch, and then we're gonna go in with sand. But first we're gonna just lightly paint this on, and we're gonna make this dry. By lightly painting it on, you're gonna have the best coverage, very thinly. Just kind of share it out. There shouldn't be a lot of excess product on the face. So we're gonna let this sit for a little bit and let it get nice and dry before we attempt to do any kind of blending. Okay, it's been like a good minute or so. So I'm gonna be using my Charlotte Tilbury spray, and I'm going to set the brush a little bit. Not really set the brush, but just kind of dampen it. I'm gonna pat like the excess on the back of my hand and just start to blend that out. It's gonna need a little bit of help because it's super dry. So by wetting the brush a little bit, it'll help to spread. And also it's gonna give it a lot more longevity. I wish that I could take a journey through your mind. So if you notice, I'm just doing the outer area for under the eyes because the layer is actually really, really thin. So there's not a lot going on in there, you know, like, and I want it to stay that way. So I'm just focusing on the edges. So it mightn't look like it. I don't know what the camera is giving you, but when I tell you it's a thin layer, I literally just painted it on very thinly and we're good to go. Okay, so from here, I'm gonna take a clean powder puff, and with this, we're going to just tap this area just to make sure there's no excess going on. No excess product, I should say. Finish the sentence now, girl. Yeah, all right. And there's hardly anything on there. So that's what I mean by really thin layer. And that's beautiful. Fully covered. It's not too cakey. It's just nice. We're gonna do the center of the nose just by tapping up and down. We're not really dragging it out. The color payoff. Like I said, it's like reverse contouring that we're doing. Concealer number 2 because we like it bright. We do. Sand by Too Faced. We're gonna just lightly paint this in here as well. Thin layer because we don't need much. We just want to brighten up this area right here. We're gonna let that sit for a minute before we blend it out. So I'm gonna spray my powder puff, just a little stamp situation, stamp it out on the back of the hand. We're gonna go in and just lightly blend that out. So from here, we're gonna go in with our liquid blush. This is Pink Lady by JUVIA'S. We're gonna place this on the back of the hand and pat it, like spread it around and tap it out in the brush. Just tap it out, you know, spread it around on the brush basically, and then go in and add blush. Now, I love a good dolly-like blush effect, so I like to carry it over on my cheek. Start high and carry it over on the cheek, kind of blending that into the concealer area, just very lightly. I just love the way that looks. Time for a little sculpting, a little bronzing. I like to sculpt with a bronzing type color. This is Coffee Bean by Huda Beauty. And we're not going straight in, okay? So I'm using a smaller brush as well, and I'm just tapping it into the product. And that way you just have like a little light wash of color because you don't need a lot of this. And this is a cream product, so you want to be very careful. And I find that using a smaller brush for this, like, you just have more control, you know? And we're gonna push it upwards into the blush. You want to start high on the cheek. Don't actually carry it into the hollow. Don't go there, go above. Can I stay with you, baby? And just a little bit on this area of the chin. I'm not gonna do all of this, like, keep that soft. It doesn't need to be super chiseled, you know? That's pretty, you can tell the difference, you know? Over here is a little warmer, over here is like, are we okay? As for me, that is the most that I am going to chisel. I never put this on my nose. I just want the nose to stay nice and soft, so I'm gonna go in with a powder instead. So yeah, just the outer perimeters of the face. Okay, so here's the thing. I used to set my face with a bunch of things. I used to use Kunafa and I used to use cinnamon bun. I no longer do that. Everything is done with just Kunafa and it's pretty. It's just all about how you lay it down. So I know you know I love me a damp sponge, but we're gonna do things just a little, just a little bit different. Okay, I'm actually gonna go in with a powder puff. And I'm gonna do a very light set under the eyes. Very, very light. And we're gonna pat this out. Should look like that. And we're gonna go in with our first initial set, which is very light, and it's gonna be dry because we're not using the damp sponge. But it's really pretty this way. You see that already? Do the other eye. That looks really nice, right? So now I'm gonna get my damp sponge, make sure I squeeze up all the excess water. Now we get our damp sponge, right? And we're gonna go in and start to set the rest of the face with Kunafa. Tell me what you want me to do, girl. So you see, even though I use the one powder, it didn't cover everything, but everything is nice and set. And I feel like it neutralizes everything and gives me the cover or the color, the tone that I want. Like, it just helps to mix everything. Because sometimes my foundation tends to be a little bit too orange or something, child. But this brings it back and this makes it look like it's supposed to look. Okay, so now we need to bronzify to catch Papi eye. You thought I forgot. I'm not forgetting, y'all. I'm not forgetting, okay? I never forgetting Papi, okay? Papi like the bronze, okay? So we're gonna take the JUVIA'S Place tan powder and just warm up the face a little bit so it doesn't look too ashy. And it just has the softest amount of definition. And we can't forget to chisel dizzle the nose, okay? So we're gonna go into the lighter side and start to chisel out that nose. It's already, you know, kind of chisel, so we don't need a lot of this. Just need a little bit. Carry it across, give you that nice button nose. Carry it up into the brow so it's nice and cohesive. You see how pretty that is? And don't think I'm bringing back the nostril. I just like how that looks. Like, it's just cute, it's round, it's defined. I'm black and I'm proud. Time to liven up the face. We're going to be using two blushes. One is from volume 4 and the other is from volume 3. 4, y'all know this one. 3, and we're literally going to be using, let me situate this. We're going to be using the pink, and then we're going to go in with the redder color, and we are going to rosy up and liven up this face. Now, I love that already. It's very soft, it's very pretty. I hope my camera is not washing it out, because what I see here is just really soft, pretty pink. But we're gonna just a little deep vibes, because the eyeshadow is gray, so we don't want too much of, like, you know, a pink look with this. Let me tell you something, that red blush, girl, you gotta be careful. I gotta fix that. That's too much. Okay, so to fix this, I'm just gonna use my powder brush. I'm gonna go into Kunafa just to soften it up. Okay, so we are almost there. We just need to put on our lashes, do our mascara and our lips, spritz the face, and we're done. These are Intoxicating Double Lift by Filt'r Lash. It's been a minute. This lash is not for the weak. Okay, it's not. I don't even want to set the face, to be honest with you, because it's just so pretty. Like, I don't feel say it need for sets. God no. It just pretty same with so. But we're gonna set it. Milk Hydro Grip. This is their grip fixant setting spray, whatever. Listen, just we're gonna refresh the face, okay? You see how far away I was? That's what you want. And you can still see just a little dew. That's what you want. Let's turn back on that fan. You, the one that I belong to. You're still the one I'm for life. Still the one. Now it's time for the mascara. You always want to set your face before you do your mascara, because the setting spray might actually like hit the mascara the wrong way, and it can drip and it re-wets the mascara, and then it gets messy and all your hard work just down the drain. So don't say I ain't never told you nothing or gave you a warning. That is pretty. That is pretty. Wow. Wow. Okay, so we are getting there for the final touches. What we need is our lips. So I'm gonna go in with MAC lipstick. This is burgundy, and we're gonna rim our lips with this. For the lip color, I'm gonna go in with Fenty Uncuffed. These are some good liquid lipsticks, y'all. They do settle, but you just need to shake it up. And I think that's the beauty of it because they stay nice and watery. They don't dry out. I've had this for a long time and they're really pigmented. And with the MAC Burgundy lip liner, chef's kiss. I will repurchase again and again and again and again and again and again and again. So good. That's pretty. Are we doing a gloss? Yes. Perfect gloss for this, I think, is So Glazed by Juvia's Place. It has a hint of gold and purple, but it is on the sheer side. This ain't even open. Now I know I gotta open one. Hold on 1 minute, child. Girl, we weren't even recording. I'm sorry. So thick and juicy though. Okay, so this is really pretty, but I'm feeling little beauty marks. How are we feeling about beauty marks? Are we still doing beauty marks? I'm gonna do it. Remember when I used to do this all the time, like back in the day? Okay, so that is it for this look. Very simple, very pretty. I actually had a lot of fun doing this. I was dreading doing this tutorial, I'm not gonna lie. Just sitting here and doing makeup is just so it's a bittersweet moment for me because I've been doing it for such a long time and I still love makeup, and I promised you guys that I would do these videos, and I'm trying to push myself to do it because, well, I don't want to feel like I'm beating a dead horse, but sometimes it feels like that because I've been doing it for so long and I just never felt that I got anywhere with it, but I still love it. So we're going to do it from a different aspect. We are just going to come in and we're going to do looks, and I will share with you what I have, you know, and if I buy something from the perspective of a consumer and not so much of an influencer, if that makes sense. And hopefully we'll get somewhere, I don't know, but in the meantime, in between time, let's just enjoy getting glam, because at the end of the day, a girl gotta put herself together now. Okay, we can't be out here looking all rusty, dusty, and busty. Okay, hubby said put some makeup on. So we putting some makeup on. Okay, and yeah, I just hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I love the look. I love sitting in the studio with my lights, the perfect lighting, and my background, my effects, and all of that good stuff. It feels really good to be in here, and this was not that stressful, to be honest with you. I had my tunes on and I was listening to my favorite DJ, and I just relaxed and did it, and it felt good. So I will be giving you more videos. I'm trying to give you more makeup videos, but we're still vlogging, okay? Just in between every now and then, I think it's very important that I keep the beauty videos in there. If you agree, drop a purple heart down below. Okay, light up downstairs with purple hearts if you agree. If you don't care about such things, the vlog will still be up on Sunday. So yeah, let me go ahead and jump out of here. Comment, subscribe, join the tribe, all of that good stuff, and let's enjoy the modeling section, because we can't do it and not do the modeling section. Yes, ma'am.
Ooh.